to be the participants of this event. For myself and others, I don't think they can do this kind of happen success like you see a night before a very big and very large events and parade. First for the many media, newspapers and TVs and YouTubes, they told me more than 2 million people watching and follows the parade. That's a very success and completely is a lot of cost and a lot of work for Dr. Venerable Dhammaratana and all the daughters and staff for these temples. I hope all of you can continue to support these ancient temples. I think these temples are very special and very important for Sri Lanka country for all over the world. Because in Sri Lanka, as far as I know, 70% Buddhism. The Buddhism country is very important to show the world how compassion, how wisdom you are. You are very lucky living in these countries. To continue to support this success every year, you have to have compassion, loving kindness. Without love and kindness, you cannot do this. I think a lot of people far away from here, they came from other province. The people come to visit and met me. They come about 5 or 6 hours distance. It's a long journey to come to visit and respect, especially Buddha relics and Arahant Mahinda relics for more than 10 days already. And that's very special for this event and very special for these temples. I hope anybody can support. This is the only temple special for the Buddhism. Not only people supporting, I think all the temples in Sri Lanka should get it together and supporting for these special temples to show the world. Without the first temples and first Buddhism in Sri Lanka, I think doesn't mean anything. Not only support, you can protect these temples at the lungs of your life. I see many people come and a lot of people proudly believe in the miracles in the temple for their life. So I hope each and every one of you continue supporting the temple, continue supporting mentally and financially for Dr. Venerable Dhammaratana and other staff to continue to do the hard works, to provide the service for the people. The Mahasangha, they dedicate their life to become a monks. That is very hard. The service without expectations. That's very important for all of you to support. I became a bikkuni after I success my life in business. I sacrificed my life in America since a young age with 4 sisters and brothers. I've been more than 40 years in America. But success is very difficult. I involve a lot of charities works and I support many different charities. I left everything behind, dedicate my life to become a bikkuni. Because I learned from the Buddha, with the Dhamma, we all have a compassionate, loving kindness and kind hearts to loving each other, to forgive and forget. We all come together. We share our life, the learnings, the Dhamma from the Buddha, the The Buddha is not here anymore, the only Dhamma. Where you learn from Dhamma? You learn from Dhamma from the Mahasangha. Mahasangha here to teach you and guide you with the Dhamma, follow the Buddhas. So that's why we all have a loving kindness to share it. We are not discriminating each other. We all are families, brothers and sisters. So I hope each and every temple in Sri Lanka should gathering together and supporting these temples. And I don't know that much about environments, about supporting with financial and mentally. I don't know how many business people support us or government supported these temples or not. I don't even know that much. Since I became a bikkuni and become a leader of my temples in America, every time we have the event, I have many supporters from the government. They can't and participate with the event. But this event, special occasion with the first temple and the first Buddhism in Sri Lanka, I don't see that much. I met maybe couples, only governments. And I'm not sure the government supporting this temple or not. That's my big questions. I just wondering. This is very important temples and important to spread to the world to know. In Sri Lanka, we have an ancient temples and the first temple and the first Buddhism in Sri Lanka. I just want to send this message to each and every one of you to know this. That's my feeling. I tell the truth. The truth, the truth. The Buddha tell me tell the truth. It doesn't matter what. I feel everything today and I want to share it. Bhante, Venerable Dr. Dhammaratana cannot make it happen and success and answer. He needs your support. He needs each and every one of you, the whole country to support the temples. You should not do that. Cannot expect once. I hope next year, everyone, each and every one of you can support it and think about what you should do to keep and to spreading to be success, more success, and this ancient temple, Mahimsali temple in Sri Lanka. Every event I've been here since the 13th of June and 14th is Dr. Venerable Dhammaratana birthday. I seen 200 Mahasangha participate Hamadana lunchtime. It's such an honor to meet all of Mahasangha and special 24-hour chantings overnight. The reason all getting together chanting prayer for your countries, for your communities, your people to be peaceful and happy and longevity. That's what we meetings and try to gathering together to share this merit to all of you. You are very lucky to have many of the Mahasangha coming to transfer the good meritaries to each of you and your families. So my message is for each and every one of you to realize that you are very lucky to living in the Buddhism countries and practicing the loving kindness, caring and sharing and a good heart. I know each and every one of you learning the Buddhism when you were 5 years old. You should know that and practicing and actions. If you practicing but no actions, it doesn't mean anything. Look like you keep the books in the library, no readings. But when you practice and action, please practice with loving kindness, with sharing, not discriminations. Don't think where I come from. I come from America, I come from Vietnam, or I come in other country. We are human beings together. We getting together like families, brothers and sisters. We are family with the Buddhism, Buddha countries. If I say wrong, forgive me. But really true honest, I tell you, how I feel being here 10 days. I'm leaving after 1 day and I will leave this country to go back to America. It's such an honor to share with you what I feel and what I saw and how hard Dr. Venerable Dhammaratana and other staff are the Bible. They work very hard for 10 days. So I know they don't even have time for breakfast and lunch together because they have to work. They want to be sunset. They want you to come here to see everything perfect. They do very hard work for them days and nights. For myself, we have only 1 or 2 hours sleep because we have the event early in the mornings. So you have to understand and sharing that's very hard. What I see and I want to share all of you to understand. I very appreciate and honors to all the Mahasangha in the Hindali Temple for myself. So I hope everyone out there in the world to know the special ancient temples, the Hindali Temple in Sri Lanka. Every time you visit Sri Lanka, please join and respect the special temples in Sri Lanka because it's the first temple and the Buddhism temple in this area, Anuradhapura. So I hope everyone knows that, especially our Vietnamese, all over the country, all over the world, please join and respect our ancestors. I am very honored to join the grand openings, the ceremonies and closings ceremony in Mahintali temples. I would love to share more what I've seen, but I have to stop for other guest speaks. So I would wish you all of you to stay healthy, happily living with spiritual life and lucky in your life and success in the futures. Especially, I just want to say for the young generations. Young generations needs to learn more English speakings. Without language speaking English, you have nowhere to go. With language speaking in English, that's international, you can fly everywhere you want to be. With high educations, you can have a better jobs for yourself, for your families, and for your countries. You stand up for your own feet to work and run your own bright futures. I hope all of my students in Mahintali English School continue to achieve the English language school for the next few years. All my students will be have a bright light, bright futures and success in the future. Thank you very much.